I once heard a story of a young man who picked up a voicemail from his father. When he played the recording, he was shocked. The father was screaming, "You were so stupid. How could you let this happen? You deserve everything you get today." Then the recording ended. Later, the son was somewhat relieved to find out the voicemail actually wasn't for him. The dad had accidentally dialed his son as he was rushing to get out the door for work. He was late. And that was a recording of how he was speaking to himself. And it was vile. If we had a recording of how you spoke to yourself, what would we hear? If other people could see the voice inside of your head, what would the visuals look like? If we could scroll back through the conversations that you've had with you, what would the chat be? The most powerful voice in the world is your own. And the way we speak to ourselves can be one of the most productive or destructive conversations that we can have. Attacking yourself, shaming yourself, calling yourself names is the wrong approach. Yet so many of us have gotten into a habit of doing just that. We have to stop. There is no benefit to ripping yourself apart. It only fuels your body with more negative emotions and robs you of your happiness. Let's say you made a mistake, or you've forgotten your password again. Your negative inner dialogue isn't going to help you fix the mistake. It's not going to help you retrieve that passcode. It's just going to make you feel worse. You're just piling on more negative, soul-crushing words on top of an already frustrating situation. It's also a complete waste of time. Think about this. You can't be productive and move to the next thing if you're consumed with beating yourself up. Your wasted words are wasting your valuable time. Self-compassion is the key. It's the ability to manage that inner critic and relate to yourself with kindness in good times and bad. We have to be on our own side. There's so many forces outside of ourselves that are creating barriers. We don't need to create any more with the voice inside of our head. When we have self-compassion, it helps us see negative events more clearly so we can get a handle on what our next move is. Self-compassion moves us forward. Self-criticism keeps us stuck. It can be so easy to be nice to other people most of the time, yet strangely difficult when it comes to turning that kindness inward. Why is this such a struggle? I don't know. Maybe it's because most of us have been taught to be nice to other people, which makes it simple to extend that graciousness outward. Now it's time to apply that sense of courtesy inward. And you've got the skill. Think about how you would speak to a friend if they made a mistake. You wouldn't come down on them. You wouldn't sabotage them. You'd be loyal. You'd be loving. So the next time you mess up, ask yourself, how would I speak to a friend going through this same situation? Chances are you'd be tender instead of terrible, kind instead of critical. You'd give them grace instead of grief. Do that for you. And when you do, you'll notice you feel different. I doubt the greatest leaders of our time are destroying themselves from the inside out. Chances are they have a pretty good relationship with themselves. So you start today. Practice self-compassion by simply being kind to yourself as you move through your day. No bullying, no critic, just cheerful chatter in your mind. And when you make a mistake, and you will, turn off the critic, turn on the mentor, turn on the coach, turn on the friend. And when you do, you'll ensure the most powerful voice in the world is on your side.